Brian F put out this video on nuanced combos and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to share some combos that I appreciate when I see them and explain what makes them tick and why I like seeing them. I'll also include a few examples I'm aware of but haven't seen used in many matches, or at least not at the high level. Let's start with a simple one that I feel is underrated. So what is it about this combo that makes it harder than it looks? If you've never tried it, you definitely wouldn't look twice at this one, but let me break it down. The tricky part is right here. Cammy is very briefly considered to be on the opposite side, and this can mess with your motions if your input for Spiral Arrow has a down forward or down back input. Let's break down the next combo step by step and explain why it's an undesirable outcome for Cammy. Here we are at the previously mentioned point, but this time we are holding down back instead of down, but the game registers this as down forward since we are technically on the right side of the screen. As a result, we effectively get a crosscut DP, and this occurs even if you start your motion from down forward. The problem with getting a DP in this combo is this is almost always a mid-screen punish and it has no Oki. Cammy is much more interested in keeping up the pressure and values the better Oki from ending this combo in Spiral Arrow. It's not the end of the world if you get the DP, but it is a significant loss in tempo for the Cammy player. The next combo is probably more well known as a tricky one, and it's one of Karen's mid-screen 2-bar combos. This combo involves precise micro walking and buffering, but it's actually not much harder than the previous combo once you find the timing. After the EX Orochi, Karen has to micro walk forward before she juggles with Light Mugen. Because of the micro walk, Karen is much closer during the height of the juggle, but there's one more micro walk to close out for the combo to work against most characters. Note that the second micro walk isn't required for big body characters. This micro walk is hard to demonstrate even with slowdown, but the combo never works without both micro walks from my experience. The second micro walk isn't as simple as the first because it's such a small amount that you have to perform the quarter circle back for the EX Senha before you do the micro walk, so the motion is more like a Guilty Gear style super than anything in Street Fighter. So you perform the motion, then walk forward before you hit the punch buttons, before you lose your buffer, almost like Guile doing standing flash kicks. The next combo is a tight corner juggle with Seth. There isn't too much to explain for this one. It's all about the timing of the jump medium punch. If you hit it too high, this happens. And you get this for hitting it too low. For this next combo, I want to provide a bit of salty context because for some reason, no one wants to believe me when I explain how this combo works and that the techniques for it to work are necessary, and it isn't simply a matter of tight charging. The first trick is getting this stand medium punch while holding up back. Chun-Li can't use this normal while holding back to charge her fireball, so she has to hold up back to maintain her charge, but she has to hit the medium punch before she leaves the ground. This is anecdotal, but I can't do this on hitbox or Samwell lever to save my life, but I can do it nearly every time on Korean lever. After the fireball connects, Chun is +9, but she is too far out for EX legs to connect, so to finish the combo, she has to either micro walk for 4 frames or use the more consistent method of Kara canceling light legs into EX legs. Light legs actually moves a significant distance on the very first frame. I'll play the frames in order as still images. This is the frame before light legs. This is the first frame of startup for light legs. Note the distance that Chun traveled in that single frame. And this is the first startup frame for EX legs. As for those that doubt these methods are required for this combo, I have a bulletproof argument to prove that they can't be performed with only strict charging. You see, Chun-Li has variable charge timing on her moves like a lot of charge characters, and we can use this to prove my point. The non-EX versions of Bird Kick take 40 frames to charge, while the EX version takes 45 frames, and all versions of Kikoken take 50 frames. So because we have these variable charge timings, we can start at the lowest requirement and work our way up and find what point do we not have enough charge off of just stand medium punch into crouch medium kick. Since we are working with a down up charge, our up back trick will not work. So the lowest requirement is non-EX bird kick at 40 frames. So let's see if we can get stand medium punch into crouch medium kick into a bird kick. We can. So we know we get at least 40 frames of charge during these animations. So next is EX bird kick at 45 frames. Now notice I hit 3 kicks, but I didn't get an EX bird kick. Because I had 40 frames of charge, but I did not have 45. So if we can't get 45 frames of charge for an EX bird kick, how are we supposed to get 50 frames of charge for a fireball? That's pretty much all I have. Here's a fun soccer combo that I'll never land in a real match, using the same buffer and microwatt method from the Karen combo to get the Tatsu to juggle.